everybody. Wow, my hair looks crazy. We have Bokksu box today. This is a Japan snack box. It's monthly. It's approximately $50 a month. I don't know. It's like 49 something, 48 something. I don't know. Something approximately $50.
Yeah.
It is a little different from like Tokyo Treat and Japan Crate and those in that this is artisanal snacks, small family run businesses, and I love it. It's one of my favorite boxes. We have a postcard. It's a thank you for ordering kind of card. I think the pictures are always cool. And this is Summer in Okinawa is the theme of the box. So we have our little booklet. It tells us all about what's going on. Summer in Okinawa. With over 690 islands in the prefecture, Okinawa is diverse in its people, nature, and culture. It's the perfect place to spend summer. The prefecture was once known as the Ryukyu Kingdom, and today you'll still find the same white sandy beaches, subtropical temperatures, and beautiful coral reefs that Okinawan royalty once enjoyed. For July, we're shining a spotlight on the local businesses from the prefecture and sharing the delicious snacks they've perfected. Okay, so didn't we do Ryukyu last month? Am I imagining things? So we have the map that shows the different areas of where the snacks came from. So this is a map of Okinawa here. Well, the map of Japan and then Okinawa down here in the corner. It says this month's snacks are from the following prefectures: Fukuoka, Fukui, Hiroshima, Hokkaido, Kyoto, Tokyo, Niigata, Okinawa, and Osaka. Then we have Let's Learn Japanese. Minatsu is midsummer. Minoshima, tropical island. Nakuru, Naisa, everything will be okay. And Mensole, welcome. I kind of put a Spanish accent on there instead of Japanese, so I may have said that one wrong.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so let's find the first item. Goodness gracious. Okay, that's the second item. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Ah! Get back in the box. Okay, so we're starting with this. Miyako Island Shrimp Senbai by Mikiho. Made from 100% Japanese rice, these shrimp crackers are deep fried and dusted with Okinawan sea salt, offering a delightful blend of shrimp flavor and oceanic essence. The flavor is savory. They are not vegetarian. Common allergens include milk, fish, crustacean, shellfish, wheat, and soy, and it also contains mollusk shellfish. That's one thing I really like about how they do their stuff is they give you all the information about the allergens and what have you. I've been impressed with that from the first time we got this box. It's supposed to be like 95 today.
God damn.
It kind of feels like it.
Yeah, too hot for anything.
It is way too hot. It's been like this all summer. We get one day where it's like reasonable, and then we're back to basically living in an oven.
And then when it gets to November, December, January, it's gonna be too cold.
We're gonna freeze to death. Yeah.
That's the problem.
We'll complain about it being cold.
And the weather is never consistent.
Okay. So these are a shrimp flavored rice cracker. But is that shrimp?
No idea.
It's got a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Nice amount of salt. I think the package is cute with the little shrimps on it. It doesn't. It's not what I think of when I think of shrimp. But there's something there, and it's really good, whatever it is. Oh, I'm gonna need another water.
Yeah, probably.
There's two of these. Another thing I like is a lot of times when it's a small thing like this, they put two in the box. This is strawberry jelly by Newest. This treat may look like a strawberry, smell like a strawberry, and taste like a strawberry, but it's not the fruit. This juicy jelly is lightly coated in sugar and packs a ton of fruit flavor in just one bite. The flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. No common allergens. Also contains nothing. So, nothing in it that's a problem, I guess. Having trouble getting into it.
Yeah.
You've already scarfed yours. I haven't even gotten mine out of the package yet. Usually it's the other way around. So that's what it looks like. It does kind of look like a strawberry. I like how when I held it up, I could see it looked like seeds. That's good. No. 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 Aha, last thing I came across. Here's the next one. Shikasa Sand Cookie by Tomiyama Shoten. Citrus and chocolate are the perfect duo behind this sandwich cookie. Made with Shikasa citrus fruit from Okinawa and crunchy white chocolate mixed with cornflakes, this sand cookie is refreshing in aroma and taste. Mixed with cornflakes. That's interesting. Kind of looks like lime wedges on the package because it's kind of a greenish color. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens include milk, eggs, tree nuts, wheat, and soy. Also contains alcohol.
Oh boy.
Yeah, most of the time when it says it also contains alcohol, you don't really taste it though.
Yeah.
I hope that wasn't an empty bottle because the empty bottle's going in that bag down there. Dude. There we go. Finally got it open. So it's kind of green color. It's got some kind of filling, which is probably the chocolate. Which piece do you want? That one might be slightly bigger, but
No idea.
okay.
They're all the same to me. Food. It's just food.
The cornflake texture is very interesting. Gives it a little extra crunch.
Yeah.
And I can taste the kind of lime flavor, which must be the what is it? Shikwasa? Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I would have been happy to have 2 of these in the box.
Yeah.
I only found one. I might need you to go get another bottle of water. TD Early Tea Financier Cake, Cranberry, by Bokksu. This fragrant financier cake has a strong Earl Grey flavor that's enhanced by the sour candied cranberries embedded in the baked treat. Flavor is sweet. It is not vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, eggs, tree nuts, wheat, and soy. And there's nothing under the also contains. It's kind of a pretty package with the flowers and matches my shirt. Why am I having so much trouble? I always have trouble opening the packets.
Yeah.
Partly because I'm trying to not destroy them in case I want to use them later in a project. Here we go. Maybe. You could probably go get a bottle of water while I'm wrestling this package.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's a very moist feeling cake. It's got all these little speckles. It reminds me of like poppy seed. It's pretty good. It doesn't have a very strong cranberry flavor. So for that to be the big selling point, it's not a super strong cranberry. There's a hint of it there.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would like a little bit more of it because I love cranberry. And it would be fantastic with a cup of tea. But I say that about a lot of things in these boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2 of these. Okay, I think it goes this way. Salted Butter Mochi Senbai by Iwatsuka Seika. This limited edition Senbai rice cracker is inspired by butter mochi, a specialty from Akita Prefecture. The cracker is dusted with Okinawan sea salt, which adds a delicate depth to its buttery flavor. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens include milk and soy. It's kind of a pretty package because it's like a cloud and then a flower at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I can get the package open. Aha! If you've ever had like a rice cake and you're familiar with that kind of almost styrofoam texture, that's what these are texture-wise. That's what it looks like. Although this one seems a little bit stale.
Huh.
It is buttery and a little bit salty. I like the flavor. It's less crispy. So to me, it feels a little bit stale. But
Yeah, it probably is.
oh, I think we've had these before too, or something similar.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so the well, yours is crispier. I could hear that crunch all the way over here.
Huh.
Maybe I just had one that wasn't as good.
Yeah.
But I thought the flavor was good. This is Jagatero corn pottage. Pottage. There's only one T, so pottage? Like potato? I don't know. By Realize Planning. These potato strips are vacuum fried to achieve a crispy texture and seasoned with the flavor of corn pottage, a popular Japanese soup that's silky smooth and made with corn, onion, milk, and heavy cream. Flavor is savory. They are not vegetarian. And common allergens include milk, wheat, soy. They do a lot of snacks that have a sweet corn flavor. Or this corn pottage. I'm never sure how to say that. Um, like the Omaibo that I like so much. They have one that's a sweet corn flavor and it's really good. It looks like a French fry. Very crunchy. You can get a little bit of the sweet corn flavor, and they're a little salty. Yeah. You can have the rest of those if you want them. Would you please go get me a bottle of water while I describe the next thing? You get your own. There's two of these. This is sea salt chocolate chinsuko by Nampo. Chinsuko is a traditional shortbread-like dessert from Okinawa, popular with locals and tourists alike. This version features rich chocolate and Chetan sea salt made from the seawater of Chetan, a town in Okinawa. Flavor is sweet. It is not vegetarian and contains milk, wheat, and soy. We've had something like this before. I know we've had things with the same like packaging. I think it's cute with the letters all over it like they are. It just looks like a chocolate cookie. There's chocolate all the way through. So basically, it's a chocolate shortbread. You can very much taste the cocoa flavor. Oh, okay. All right, I got the next couple lined up for when he comes back. So, how has everybody been? I have been working like a crazy woman. I happen to have today off, which is nice. I actually had a couple days off, but then I also worked 40 hours in 2 shifts. I did a 24-hour shift, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, and then I did a 16-hour shift, 8 p.m. to noon, Sunday into Monday. So, yeah, I'm getting my hours in. Not quite as crazy as the first week of the month when I had 67 hours, I think it was, and I got paid overtime for 27 hours. And then part of it was on 4th of July, so I did get holiday pay for 4th of July. I had a whopping paycheck. It was amazing. So now my car is acting up. I need to find a day when I can take it in and have them look at it. I think what it needs is transmission fluid. I hope it's not the whole actual transmission, because good Lord, I can't afford that. But I could afford, a little bit of transmission fluid to put in it. Thank you. So anyway, you got a cookie to try. I almost got even more overtime, but my client's mom came in from Florida, so that's why I was off at noon instead of like 4. But that's all right. She needs to see her mom. And I find it very interesting that her mom and her stepmom both have the same first name. I said, doesn't that get a little confusing? How do you know who you're talking about? Anyway, what do you think? Like the cookie thing?
Yeah.
This is Ginger Black Sugar Bite by Ryukyu Kokuto. One bite and you'll experience the intense flavors of ginger and brown sugar, neither overpowering the other. It's light and refreshing while combining the spiciness of ginger with the deep sweetness of the sugar. Flavor sweet, it is vegetarian, and no common allergens. Did we have something like this before? I think we've had the same flavor combination before.
No idea.
I don't know, without going back through all the videos, I won't be sure. I think the flavor combination sounds familiar. So it's like a little square. Hmm. The texture reminds me of a praline.
Huh.
We used to go to a place called River Street Sweets down in Savannah, and you could watch them make pralines every day. And they had a very sugary texture, and that's the texture here. It has a little bit of the spicy heat from the ginger, which is kind of nice. I like ginger, so if you're not a big fan of ginger, you might not care for it. I like it, and I think the sweetness of the sugar does balance it very nicely. I don't know that I want a bigger piece. That's just the right size piece because it's very sweet. Why is there a bug in my water? I wonder if it fell into the ice when I was banging it around in the freezer last night.
Man, maybe.
Have I been drinking moth water all this time?
No idea.
Oh well. Too hot to worry about it at the moment.
Yeah.
Handmade Chikwasa citrus candy by Bokksu and Daimonji Ame Hanpo. Made with chikwasa, a lime-like fruit that's native to Okinawa, these sour, hard candies burst with the flavors reminiscent of a hot summer's day. Flavor is sweet. They are vegetarian. No common allergens. Even when they put a notch, I'm having trouble tearing them. I will say I like it better when they're individually wrapped instead of just a handful of candy thrown in a baggie. There's like 6 total candies in the little packet. So there's still 4 in there. I kind of like those. Little sweet, little citrus. Taking a sip of water along with it really brought up the lime flavor for me. I don't have anywhere to set it, so we can move on. I like that flavor, but since it's a hard candy, it takes too long to.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all don't want to just sit and watch me suck on a piece of candy. Not when there's still some stuff to look at. These are fried rice crackers, Kyushu soy sauce by Shinko. Hailing from the populous prefecture of Fukuoka, this snack is a crunchy delight made with rice flour and Shinko's signature savory and sweet soy sauce blend. Flavor is savory. They are not vegetarian. Common allergens include wheat, fish, and soy. open. There you go. Whew, finally. I think we've had these or something similar before. They're kind of a thick, they're kind of sticky. And they do taste like a sweet soy sauce. I would almost go to teriyaki. They're in, close to a teriyaki flavor. They're a harder rice cracker, crunchier than the other ones we've had. Little bit harder to bite into. I think these would be a nice snack for if you're watching an anime movie.
Yeah.
Mmm. Okinawa Pineapple Gummy by Zen No. Bite into these soft gummies with a liquid center made from the juice of Okinawan pineapples. It's like summer in a gummy. Flavor is sweet. They are not vegetarian and no common allergens listed. I'm still wrestling with that cracker.
Yeah.
Neko doesn't really have teeth, and especially in the upper, so he has some trouble with things that are particularly crunchy or hard. So this is what they look like. Bright yellow. You mentioned like a liquid center. I was expecting when I bit into it to get a little, but it's not super liquid. It does have a decent pineapple flavor. I like pineapple. Okay, this is the next one.
Yeah.
Put it in the bag. So ornery. Okinawa Snow Salt Caramel Nut Sable Cookie by Nanpudo. This delicious salted caramel cookie gets its savory kick from yukishio or snow salt, a local specialty of Miyako Island in Okinawa. It has the perfect balance to the caramel and nut topping for this thin and crunchy cookie. Did I say cooking?
I think.
I was saying cookie, but I think it came out cooking.
You probably did.
Oh, I'm a little nasal right now. So.
Yeah.
Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergens include milk, eggs, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, and soy. So those of you with nut allergies, I'm sorry, this is not the one for you. Come on, let the cookie out. Let the cookie out. So there's what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of pecan pie almost, the way it looks on top. And the back is just cookie. Well, fine. Break the opposite direction.
Everything breaks.
I was trying to break it in half this way and it broke that way.
Yeah.
I know you're not a big fan of nuts, so you're probably going to be like, eh.
Yeah.
I think it's good. And it does have that kind of caramely. It reminds me of pecan pie.
Yeah.
That little bit of a caramely flavor. I think the heat's getting to him. He's acting weirder than usual.
No, I don't think I've been to sleep yet. I think. I don't know.
Habute Mochi, Mikan Mandarin, by Bokksu and Gyojurakan. Yeah, I just butchered that one. I'm sorry. Habute Mochi is a traditional Japanese confectionery, and this iteration incorporates Japanese mandarin oranges for an added sweetness.
Huh.
To keep it from drying out, the treat is covered in starch. Remove as much starch as you can before enjoying the snack. Okay, I'm glad they said that. Flavor is sweet. It is vegetarian. Common allergen is soy. What did I do with all my scissors?
No idea.
I think before I do another box, we have soul box to do as well. I think before I do another box, it's going to be find some scissors and get another drink.
Yeah.
So here's what they look like in the little packets. There are two little packets within the big packet. Try not to get the crap all over my bed. Because there's a lot of starch on there,
God dang.
like they said. Now, they prefer not to have it all over my bed.
All this white shit, is that starch?
That's the starch.
Oh boy. It looks like a powdered donut.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It kind of looks like that. Well, I now have starch all up and down my leg. So that's what it looks like out of the pack. It's a light orangey color. Very stretchy.
Well,
You look like you rolled in a package of powdered sugar.
probably.
You're gonna have to change pants and let me wash those.
Probably.
Dude, those pants are so dirty they could probably walk on their own.
Probably. Sounds like something my pants would do. And again, in Ohio, all the weirdness is happening. All those Ohio memes are true. It's a dystopian, weird hole of the future. Ohio is a separate planet. We have our own rules. We got aliens in the river, and as Alex
The
Jones,
aliens are in the river?
probably. Well,
No, they're outright cat.
that too. But Alex
I grew
Jones,
up like a mile away from the base. The aliens are at Wright Pat.
But there might be chemicals in the water.
Oh yeah, there are.
That turn the frogs gay. That's what Alex Jones was going on about.
Okay, I don't know about gay frogs, but there is man-eating catfish.
Yeah. I mean, people are talking about
That's why they haven't found all the bodies from the Silver Bridge collapse back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Man-eating catfish got them.
I've seen catfish that are huge. So it is possible.
And as far as aliens, Mothman did come to Ohio.
Yeah.
He wasn't only in Point Pleasant. He was also on the Ohio side of the river.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I can't speak. Benimo Purple Yam Pie by Hanamaru Creation. This hand pie is filled with benimo, a purple yam known for its striking color, natural sweetness, and superfood status. The buttery, flaky pie crust balances its smooth filling for the perfect handheld treat. Flavor is sweet. It is not vegetarian. Common allergens include milk, eggs, wheat, soy. I'm going to guess the not vegetarian part is probably the crust, because really good pie crust generally has lard in it. You can use vegetable shortening and get good results. You can use butter and get good results. But the best, use lard. In my opinion. And many other people's opinions. But, I mean, if you want vegetarian crust, I mean, just use veggie oil. Or vegetable shortening, not oil. Oil won't make a good crust. So here's what it looks like fresh from the packet. And then if we try to break it in half-ish. Here, this one's breaking apart so I can show the colors better. You can see there's like really purple filling. At some point I read about fruits and vegetables that have a really dark purple color, like blueberries. And apparently these purple sweet potatoes are really, really good for you. And they generally do fall under this superfood category.
Huh.
Is it anthocyanin? Is that the right word?
Maybe.
Whatever it is, it's really good for you. You can tell that thing had a lot of starch on it. My whole shirt is a different color now.
Yeah.
I look like I've been baking or something. Really? Okay. Ryukyu Tropical Tea by Lupicia. Scented with pineapple and mango. Ooh, that sounds good. Fruits typical of Okinawa. This mild and sweet black tea embodies island vibes. Mix with pineapple or mango juice for the ultimate tropical beverage. And it gives you the brewing instructions. The longer you steep, the stronger the flavor. That's typical of tea. Doesn't say how much water to pour over it. Doesn't tell how much water. I'm going to guess this is probably like a standard 8-ounce cup. Common allergen is soy. Also contains alcohol. That's new to me. Tea that has alcohol in it to start with.
Huh.
I can say that if you ever get a hold of Celestial Seasonings Bengal Spice and you brew it and you let it get cold for like iced tea and put a shot of rum in there, that's a good summer drink. Of course, it's been, let's see, when did I graduate? It's been 30 years since I made it. But and Bengal Spice kind of disappeared for a while and now it's back. I think because chai is so popular. And once again, I'm going to say the same thing I say every box. I wish they would put 2 in the box. I mean, because they're good about the small snacks putting 2 in, but they only ever put 1 tea bag. And every month I fill out their little questionnaire and I say, put 2 tea bags. And I keep hoping that one of these months they'll actually do it. Okay, last thing in the box. This one. Choco Suko Cookie by Fashion Candy. The Choco Suko is the modern version of Fashion Candy's Shinsuko cookies. They're soaked in chocolate, made with the sea salt from Okinawa's ocean, and shaped into dainty hearts. Flavor is sweet. They are not vegetarian. Common allergens: milk, eggs, wheat, soy. Aw, cute little packaging. Because some of them, they put little happy faces on the hearts. My fingers have just enough stuff on them that they want to slip off the packet, making it very difficult to open. So we already had that one chocolate Shinsuko cookie, but these are a much lighter in color. They are very cute, little heart-shaped. I think they're a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Lighter flavor. I'm so hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
I went to a thing with my one client, and I had my Sugoi Mart bag with stuff in it because I had certain things I had to take with me. And a lady was like, "Oh, do you like anime?" I was like, "Yeah." Not thinking about she was seeing the bag, and she's like, "Oh, I noticed your bag, and Sugoi made me think of anime." And I'm like, "Oh!" And I explained to her, Japan Crate and Sugoi Mart, and how Japan Crate and Bokksu are the same company, and she thought that was pretty cool. Interesting how that's the one thing that opened a conversation. All right, so the next page says Meet the Maker, and the maker is Fashion Candy. So those cookies we just had, the little heart-shaped ones, was made by them. This month's Choco Suko cookie is made by Fashion Candy, a local Okinawan business that was founded in 1975. Its first product was the Candy Lei, a candy necklace that was, and still is, presented to students who graduate school in Okinawa.
Mm.
Huh, that's cute. The company created their chocolate chinsuko, a traditional shortbread cookie, in 1996, and is also given to loved ones to show appreciation. Okay, culture. Learn more about Okinawa, a Japanese prefecture with 691 inhabited and uninhabited islands with its own distinct culture and language. Some of those islands must be tiny. Because I don't think of Japan as being a huge country. And then if you got Okinawa, which is a piece of Japan, and it's got 691 little islands,
Yeah.
some of those islands have to be tiny.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're uninhabited. Okay, so we got Guardians of Okinawa. It says, meet Shisha, my friend from Ryukyu mythology that protects the people of Okinawa. You can find them all over the islands, and they come in pairs. The closed-mouthed female keeps good spirits, while the open-mouthed male scares evil spirits away.
Huh.
So this one would be a female one on the picture. I think, was it the Chinese food dogs, I think, are similar.
Hmm.
I know there's something similar. I think it's the food dog. Anyway, a delicate balance in ecosystem. You'll find many mangrove forests in Okinawa, including a rare mangrove species that can only be found in this corner of Japan. These forests protect coastal areas from erosion and are the home to many migratory birds, fish, and crustaceans. We have a little picture of the mangrove forest. Wish I could show you better pictures because it's not doing it justice just holding this up. The sounds of nostalgia. Crafted from snakeskin, wood, and silk, the senshin is a traditional three-stringed instrument that accompanies Okinawan folk songs, dances, and rituals. Many senshin were lost in World War II when Okinawa became a battlefield, and those that survived were protected as important cultural property.
Yeah.
What was that one movie? It was an animated movie. Kubo?
Maybe.
I think maybe that's what that was about. These little stringed instruments. And then island vibes. Iramote Island is Okinawa's second largest island, yet most of its land remains untouched. Here you'll find cascading waterfalls, tropical rainforests, and pristine beaches. Visitors can go on jungle treks or kayak through the rivers to experience this haven of tranquility. And it shows a really pretty waterfall, which of course loses something with me trying to show it to you through the camera. And the Japanese gifts for every occasion, so it gives you, if you are interested in checking out Bokksu Boutique, there's a QR code. Dude, can you stop bouncing me for a minute? Well, it's hard for me to hold this still when you're bouncing me. So if you want to try the QR code, bokksu.com/boutique if you're interested. And you can possibly get some of the goodies we tried. Or even sign up for the box. I think this is one of the better boxes. I really love it. I think it's pretty good value for the money. Because not everybody can travel to Japan. I can't afford to. I wish I could. But here I get a little taste of Japan every month. Next month's theme haiku hint. Vivid blooms of light, summer's night ablaze with joy, Japan's sky alight.
Huh.
I don't know. Do they have like night blooming jasmine in Japan?
maybe.
That's where my brain went. Did you finish these? Finish
Damn.
those. And that is Bokksu Box for July. I highly recommend this one. I very, very much enjoy it. Of all the different Japan boxes I've tried so far, this has been my favorite. So, at this point, I think we're ready to say, remember to do all the YouTubey things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we'll see you in the next video, which is most likely going to be Soulbox. Preview. So, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.